Welcome to section 2.2, special angles formed by parallel lines and transversals. Quick recap from chapter 1. We know that all vertical angles are always congruent and all linear pairs are always supplementary. Okay? There are 4 more special pairs of angles that we learned last section. This time we're going to build on that by saying, well, if the lines are parallel, what do we know about those special angle pairs? And we're going to start with corresponding angles. So for example, in the picture, 1 and 5, if those two lines are parallel, corresponding are always congruent. Alternate interior, for example, 3 and 6. 3 and 6 are also congruent. Alternate exterior, for example, 2 and 7. Those are also congruent. Same side interior, for example, 4 and 6. Those are not congruent. Those are supplementary. So sum up here, 6 different pairs of angles. All of them are either congruent or supplementary. So you're either going to be setting angles equal to each other or adding them together to get 180 degrees. Continuation of what we did last section. If P and R are parallel, so I'm going to mark that up right now. P and R are parallel. T and V are transversals. Identify the angle pair and tell if they're congruent or supplementary. All right, so 8 and 2. 8 and 2 are on this line right here. Those are alternate interior. And we just learned that alternate interior are congruent. 1 and 5. 1 and 5 are corresponding. And we know corresponding are congruent. 7 and 2. 7 and 2 are vertical. We know from last chapter that vertical are congruent. 9 and 6. 9 and 6 are alternate exterior. Alternate exterior are congruent. 4 and 5. Here's 4 and 5 right here. That's from last chapter. Those are a linear pair. And linear pair are supplementary. And finally, 1 and 4. 1 and 4 are same side interior. And those are also supplementary. Last problem here, we say angle 9 is 135 degrees. Find the measures of 8, 7, 2, and 6. All right, so 9 and 8, those are a linear pair. So to get angle 8, we're going to do 180 minus 135. And that would give us 45 degrees. Angle 7 is corresponding to angle 8. So angle 8 and angle 7 must be congruent, so angle 7 is 45. Angle 2 is a vertical pair to angle 7, vertical angle pair. So angle 2 is also 45. And angle 6, you can get angle 6 a couple different ways. It's linear to 7, linear to 2, or you could say it's alternate exterior to 9. So it's congruent to angle 9, so angle 6 is also 135. All right, next slide. What is the special angle pair for those angles, congruent supplementary, solve for x, and find all missing angle measures? Well, they're on the same side of the transversal, and they're in the same spot. That would make them corresponding. Corresponding are always congruent if the lines are parallel, which they are because we know those arrows. Congruent means equal, so I set these two equal to each other. Subtract 3x from both sides. Subtract 12 from both sides. And divide by 2. So to find all angle measures, so put 12 back in, we should get 72 degrees for both of these. So how do we get the rest of them? Well, we know that these are vertical to each other, so those are both 72. And to get any of the other 4, we do 180 minus 72, and all 4 of these would be 108. Number 9, what are these special angle pair called? Those are on the same side of the transversal. They're both inside the parallel lines. That would make them same side interior, which means they're supplementary. Supplementary means adds to 180. So let's add these together to equal 180. Combine like terms. Subtract 54. And then divide by 7. Substitute 18 back in over here. You get 79 here. And 101 here. So all these angles are going to be either 79 or 101, based on everything that we've learned so far in the last 2 sections. Number 10. All right, hopefully you see that there's 2 equations with x, 2 expressions with x, but only 1 expression with y. So that's a good indication you want to solve for x first. What do you know about these 2 angles? We know they're a linear pair because they form this straight line right here. So therefore they have to be supplementary. Combine like terms. Add 9. Divide by 9. You get x is 21. Now we need to put x back into one of these to get y, so let's put it back into the top one here. 3 times 21 plus 5 is 68. Since these lines are parallel, cut by a transversal, these 2 angles are corresponding, which means they're congruent, which means this angle is also 68. So for y, I can do y plus 8 equals 68. Subtracting 8, I get y equals 60. Okay, pause the video and try number 11. Okay, here's the work that you should have done for number 11 for x and y. It didn't really matter which one you did first here, but hopefully you saw that the lines were parallel. These 2 lines were parallel. And therefore, the 2 with x's in it are supplementary because they're same side interior. The 2 with y's in it are supplementary because they're also same side interior. So we set them both, add them together to get 180 degrees. And solve. One last time, pause the video and try number 12. Basically, number 12, I give you one angle. You should be able to find the measures of all the other angles in that picture. There are 15 other angles that you should be able to find. So do that now. Okay, and there are your answers to this problem. As always, if you have any questions, email me or ask in class. That is the end of section 2.2.